I'm 22 and I've had 2 C-sections, and these are some things I would recommend to bring to the hospital and for recovery. So first, you're going to want really comfy clothes, specifically ones that don't go around your waist area. Your abdomen area and like where the incision is going to hurt so bad. So typically pants, shorts that like go around that waist, unless they're high-waisted, are going to hurt. I wore something similar to this, but it was like a nightgown from Target, and it just had like buttons and it opened up. So it was easy for nursing and there was no pressure on my stomach. So going along with that, you're going to want disposable underwear and regular underwear. I personally am not a fan of the underwear that they give you at the hospital, so this is what I used. It goes well over your incision line. Really, really great. I love these. And then you're going to want high-waisted actual underwear. I didn't have these with my first C-section, and wearing regular underwear was like literally painful. And you're probably not going to want to wear like a disposable one for like weeks. So high-waisted underwear, a must in my book. I wore them for like probably a month after my C-section. My next thing is a nightlight. Now this can really be used for like any type of birth, but I loved it so much in the hospital. I got one like this from Amazon. You like touch it to turn it on, and you can hold it to like change like the brightness. I actually used it when we came home too, for like feedings during the night. But this thing was amazing in the hospital because the hospital lights are so bright. Even like when you turn one light on, it's like blinding. I actually just found it, but this is so cool. I charged it before we went to the hospital, and it stayed charged the entire 3 days that we were there. Next thing I recommend is a boppy. I've seen so many videos of people saying boppies are like useless and they don't recommend them. For me personally, I loved it. It was just great for like that extra support when nursing or bottle feeding, because I used it with my first. My first was bottle fed. But I would use it even when I wasn't feeding my baby. Just kind of put it around your stomach area, and like if you have to sneeze or cough, you kind of like hold it around you and it relieves like the pressure, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you sneeze or cough after a C-section or laugh, it hurts. And that pillow kind of like takes some pressure off of it, I guess. Okay, so now when you get home, you might feel like your insides are like gonna fall out. This is how I felt with my first. I didn't feel like this at all for my second, but I wish I had something like this with my first C-section. I think they're called girdles, but they're basically like an abdominal binder, and it's just gonna make you feel like so secure. I remember with my first C-section telling my postpartum nurse I was scared to get up because I felt like my incision was gonna rip open and everything was just gonna spill out. She was like, no, that's not gonna happen. It's okay. Oh my goodness. But I didn't feel that way at all with my second. I don't know. It's so weird. The last thing I use that's like tailored to C-sections would be this. So there's a pocket on the front and on the back, and it pretty much goes on your incision line and then on your back. And they have little packs where you could heat up or you can freeze. So I would put the cold one on my front on my incision, and then the hot one in the microwave on my back. And that was like the best thing ever. All these will be linked in my storefront.